Stardom 101. Stardom 101. Stardom 101.
Stardom 101.
It's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast.
Shining light on today's tastemakers
and innovators.
Kicking with your host, Christopher Boykin.
It's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast.
Oh, yes, it's Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast here back on iHeartRadio. Thank you guys tapping into the platform. We have a very, very special guest today, and the name of this episode is called Faith and Favor. And today my guest is no longer than the one and only Vonetta Jordan is in the bed. And how you doing, Queen? How you feeling today?
Honestly, I'm blessed and I'm truly thankful to be here on this platform.
Yes, yes. Well, we're glad to have you. This segment, once again, ladies and gentlemen, we want to inspire and motivate the listeners out there. We're actually doing a new thing with Stardom. So this episode is very fitting, Vonetta. We actually doing some faith content, and we have a Christian magazine that we got coming up as well under Stardom. So we are very excited about this, and this episode is perfect to launch. So
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
And I tell you, God's timing is truly, it's his timing is awesome. And it's always on time.
Ain't it?
I'm telling you, it may not be on time for us, but his timing is always perfect.
I mean,
I tell you, and sometimes, and as I just, and I apologize for that because, as I stated, because with his timing, we can become a bit overwhelmed, and our anxiety begins to just our adrenaline begins to pump, and that right there, that's the excitement, and that's the and right, and see, just like right now, I'm getting excited about it because that's just how good our God is, and it's amazing. And I just want to just say this right now because due to unexpected circumstances that we do have, and that's when he really definitely want us to come to him and absolutely trust him, because when they say, do you trust me, can you trust me, can you trust me, and it's just like circumstances like this, because I was beginning to get a little overwhelmed because I was like, oh wow, what if I couldn't just like get in, and I just wanted to make sure. And even when you want everybody to tune in, and not even sure if everybody get the chance to tune in, but that's perfectly fine. That's all right.
That's all right.
That's all right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just so grateful that I'm saying. I'm just honored. You know what I'm saying? I'm tickled, and I'm just excited. So go ahead.
Oh, absolutely. What's amazing right now is when I'm seeing an influx on my side, and God's people rising up, speaking up, sharing their voice, sharing their testimonies. We live in a time right now where we need God more than ever.
Hallelujah, that's right.
And you know it, Queen, and I know it too. And when we are in distress, as you was alluding to a few moments ago, this is the opportune time right now to bring God's people together, even to bring some people who are lost in the world. And prick their hearts, right?
That's right.
Prick their heart, prick their mind, make them intrigued, right? We intrigued about hip hop and all this content and everything like that. How about we get on God's side?
That's right there. And just as we say, he has no respect of person. Discouraged because they look at it like, when they look at it, they like, churchy.
Yeah, correct.
And they looking at it like, okay, so I can't do this because this and that.
Yeah.
But that's when we can't step in. We can't step in the way of him.
There you go.
And that's when a lot of people, that's when the mishaps and the trip ups, and that's when everything happens, when we step in his way. And sometimes, and when the chastisement comes, we already know how that can be.
Oh yes. Nobody wants that.
When those punishments, exactly. When those punishments come.
We don't want that.
Exactly.
What initially drew you to become a child of God, or as someone would say, a believer? I know everybody's background and story is different, but for you, what was it that drew you into following the Lord, following God, and making this a lifelong mission?
Okay. And to tap back into that, and now let's tap into my baptism.
Okay.
Because I come from a family of believers, which my grandmother, she was a Levite, and we all have our own journey. But when we have our own journey, it's when you step in and it's surrendering, when you just give up and you give your hands in and you fall in and you just let him do him. When you say let go and let God, that's what it's about.
Oh yeah.
And when I got baptized back in September, but this was like I want to say it was maybe if I'm not mistaken, I think it was like 2013 when I got baptized.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
always coming from a background, church, you know what I'm saying? It was my grandmother. She was an usher. She was a missionary.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But when you become this walk for yourself, it's different.
That's true.
It's truly different. Even when you begin to you begin straying away, not straying away, but when this journey is something, it's different.
Oh
It's
yeah.
very different. And
Oh
it's
yeah.
very interesting as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
Oh
and
yeah.
and it's just like going back to when it happened.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's
It
as
was
for you.
it was
No, go ahead and
mhm.
continue. No, please go ahead and continue. I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah.
No, you're okay with that, isn't it? It's just like when that happened, and then when you begin to knowing the purpose
I
and
see.
begin to following your assignments and
Mm-hmm.
knowing when you are called and when you are chosen.
Mm.
Because each and every one of us are chosen, but when you are a minister and you are doing what you're doing, and
Mm.
then when you have followers and then you have those that's looking up to you.
That's right. That's right.
And I'm telling you, it gets good. So go ahead with the questions because, and this is where I want everybody to, because it gets deep, and I just want everybody. I'm just being transparent because I can only speak for myself, but everybody has their own.
Sure, absolutely. My next question
Mm-hmm.
for you is, as a single mother, raising children,
Mm-hmm.
what are some challenges you faced in your faith, and how did you kind of overcome that? I know, like I said, you're in a better situation now, but of course, we all have peaks and valleys, right? That we go through in this thing called life. So, for you, how did you overcome those, and what has that experience been like for you?
Absolutely, and still going through that. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
single mother of one.
Mm-hmm.
My son, he's 27 years old. He just turned 27, but being a single mom and with him not having his father, it's a bit challenging right now because with his
Mm.
father being incarcerated and, just a lot of things and just having that, it's been a challenge. And
I
then,
see.
especially being a mother and not trying to allow your child to see certain things and you want the best for them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you want to make sure that
Mm-hmm.
they have most of all of what you didn't have, but you definitely you're still grounded. And just like I said to him, I'm not your friend, I'm your mother.
That's right. That's right.
So let's make sure. And then even with my walk of life, and he see how in tune I am with that, but I also want him because he has his own journey as well.
That's right. That's right.
He
That's
see
true.
what I'm doing, but he's going to have his own journey also.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that can become it's becoming a battle right now, but at the same time as well, it's a challenge
That's
because
right.
we all share the same father.
That's right. That's right. Do you
We
have
all
your
share.
own personal ministry as well? Do you do outreach in your own personal ministry?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And like right now, and that's what he's preparing me for and what
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing right now, because even though, I've in, churches and, ministries and I'm with a whole lot of groups, but now it's like everybody looking up to me and they're waiting on me.
That's good. They waiting
You
on
get what
you.
I'm saying? They're waiting on me. So they like, okay, Vonetta, what's going on? So,
What we
and
gonna
that's
do?
that's the excitement of it all. So, and then when we speak about disciples, and that's what it
Mm-hmm.
is, because when they're waiting on you,
Yep. Yep.
they're
Yep.
waiting on you and they're
There you
depending
go.
and relying on you.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Mm-hmm.
ahead.
Any developments on your book that you
Yes,
which mhm.
and that right there is a challenge as well. Because I have two. I'm coming out. Like one now is my journal, and like
Okay.
right now, because I share inspirational words, and like with that right there, that has a major role in a lot of people's lives as well, because when they don't get those words, they're like, "Hold on, where are they
What
at?" Because without those words, I
Yeah.
can't go along with my day.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
that right there is an inspiration and
In
an
itself.
influence to others. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and with that right now, and I'm going through the process, so that right there could be a process as well.
Mm-hmm.
And like because we try to do like with self-publishing,
Mm-hmm.
but now because that could be a bit trying, because when you're doing that and then you have other things distracting you, it could
Mm-hmm.
take you off course.
That's right. That's right.
But now that I'm back in this season right now, that I have been able to focus on it more,
Mm-hmm.
I see
Mm-hmm.
the completion, and so now the launch. So
Mm.
with everybody getting ready, but now I'm coming out with my journal as well. That's the
Okay.
first one that I'm going to be releasing, which is my journal.
Nice.
with
Okay.
my journal and my inspirations. And if you don't mind, I would like to definitely share the one that I had for today.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Let's go.
Okay.
Hmm.
And that is never tired to give thanks Tuesday.
Mm.
Have a blessed day knowing that keeping God first will take you a long way, even help you. So if you do that, make sure you apply to the word that will help you, even when helping others.
Mm.
Genuinely, not because you think it is okay. And also, when God gives you a sign to do something, please do not waste time or think it is okay to put someone on hold or leave a person behind.
Mm.
You never know when it will be the last time.
Amen.
So don't hesitate or procrastinate.
Mm.
Know that it will help. Know that it will help. Thank God for placing people in your lives as well because there is a reason. Do
Mm.
not take it for granted. God will also give you instructions and directions to where you need to go. The
Mm-hmm.
commands are there to instruct. Seek them on this day. It's your chance to do so now. The
Mm.
10 of them are very important in Exodus, the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
along with the message and messenger. On this day, I will remind you. And I have the emoji praying hands with the
Yeah.
100 love you. God
Very.
is doing great things with good people.
Amen.
Hashtag chosen.
Amen. That was beautiful, sis.
Thank you.
we got a new word of the day. There we go. That's what I'm talking.
Yes.
Do you have any aspiration of opening up any locations or spaces for people in your community, anything like that?
Well,
The
yes, that's
homeless,
what I'm
maybe?
exactly. And
Mm-hmm.
as you speak on that, because, and that's something that's one of my visions as well,
Mm-hmm.
because we have a lot of hidden homelessness out here as well. And then
Mm.
sometimes when you look at our communities, you look at a lot of people that has lost places and just look at all of the storms that everybody has went through, like the
Oh
floodings,
yeah. All these signs and things.
earthquakes and
Mm-hmm.
tornadoes, and just
Mm-hmm.
as just one specifically, look at Trey Chaney.
Oh yeah.
Look at yeah, what he had just went through,
Mm-hmm.
and even going through this, a certain situation with his son. It's
Mm-hmm.
just those things within the blink of an eye.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just looking into a space right now to like open up to where as though I could just give people because I know what it is to just lose
Mm.
so much.
I see. I see.
I know what it is, and I can speak from experience,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
that's right there, and it will give a lot of people the comfort. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
comfort.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
To get through another day. Mm-hmm.
Exactly, and
Oh
not
yeah.
give up because sometimes some people you just want to, even though you're going through so much,
Mm-hmm.
there comes a time when you definitely do want to definitely give up because you're
Mm-hmm.
just like, wow.
Mm.
Me and just like right now, like going through a certain thing with, like right now, I just celebrated a birthday
Mhm.
and with the passing of my father because his birthday is right after mine. And
Mm.
then just to share this, I just got a call the other day. They found one of my cousins
Mm.
in a house deceased. So
Oh,
that's
Lord.
what I'm going through like right now.
Mhm.
And then
Mhm.
just to see what I'm going through, you would never expect it because people be looking at, oh, like what's going on?
Yeah.
Because they're also, especially when you're that backbone,
Mhm.
sometimes they look at it like, okay, they don't expect for you to be going through nothing because it ain't knocked on their door just yet. Not saying that nobody has
Mhm.
not been through anything,
Mhm.
but sometimes when it hit home,
Yeah.
and sometimes some people, they will like put their guards up and they won't even want to share it with other people.
Exactly. Mhm.
Hmm.
What advice would you give someone struggling with doubt or, uncertainty in their life right now? We wanna end the episode on a positive note. Any advice you would like to give anyone who's kinda going through a dark season or dark chapter in their life right now and kinda give them a word of advice?
I definitely do. I definitely do. And my advice is sometimes even when you're going through something, you just never know.
Mhm.
Don't let something because it could be that one angel that God sent your way.
Mhm.
Don't let it pass you by.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Don't let it pass you by. Because
Mhm.
sometimes even when you somebody just a simple hello and a simple hug could just make someone's day.
Mhm.
Or even when you're walking past someone
Mhm.
and you come encounter with someone that
Mm.
could just be that blessing within itself that God
Mhm.
placed that's specific, not even to say that you may not see this person again.
Mm-hmm.
You may see them again, not knowing when, but when you have that moment, receive that moment.
Oh, that's good.
Receive that moment.
That's good
Because it
right
could be
there.
just that blessing right then and there.
That
Because
is good.
even when a while back, because I know it's just like when you have the first time when you had the article that you had. And just like right now again, here we go again. And I'm quite sure it's going to be another time again.
There you
and
go.
I just look forward to, and even when you have those that's like, and I want to speak on like returning citizens, those that are coming home and God has given them another chance. Let's speak on those right there, because God is one that gives second chances, maybe third chances, maybe a fourth,
Maybe
because
before.
that's just exactly, or maybe five, because that's just exactly who our God is.
He's
To
in a
expect the
he's in a restoration business. Restore.
That's right, and renewing.
There you go.
And another thing that I do have, because, and I just want to share this also because I've been sharing this, well, the AAA effect. When a lot of people we go through the assuming, accusing, and amnesia. Some people you're being accused. Some people tend to accuse. I'm sorry, assume, and then some people tend to forget.
There you go.
And when they do forget, guess what? Here we go, because that's what God places people in your lives to remind you.
That's right.
And sometimes, as you know that saying, the truth do hurt. I'd rather it hurt than it to be a lie.
There you
I
go.
would rather hear the truth than a lie.
The best way for listeners to keep in contact with you, Vonetta, are you on social media at all? What's the best way for them to keep in contact with you?
Yes, I am. I'm on Instagram. You can catch me on Instagram at Believe. That's at BLEAV_TMH. And on Facebook, which is my name, Vonetta Jordan. And that's about it. I was with Twitter, but I haven't gotten back with Twitter, but like mostly Instagram and Facebook right now.
There you go. Thank you, Vonetta, once again for tapping into the platform, giving words of encouragement for the people. We appreciate everything you're doing in your community. Once again, condolences to the recent things that you're going through, the passing of, absolutely. This episode was definitely necessary. It's good for the people to, we inject them with some good talk too,
Absolutely. And I also want to shout out, because I'm definitely a part of a prayer line as well.
Okay.
I definitely want to shout them out as well. We come on, we're warriors, and I know, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with the 8 watches, because, and that's something like I could definitely teach, because I'm a teacher as well. Like the 8 prayer watches, they're very critical, because those watches are, because the clock, it don't stop. It don't stop, and everybody that go through so much. And shout out my sister. It's a lot of people that I just want to shout out. My sister, who had lost her son because he was brutalized by the police, lost his life. I mean, it's just so many people that I definitely have shout outs to, and they all definitely know who they are. Pastor Battle, Zion, and Pastor Rochelle, Pastor Anthony T. Oliver. I mean, it's just a lot of people, because I don't want to leave out nobody. My mother, my father, who's rest in peace, and my stepfather, my son, of course, my brother. And I don't know if Gilly is listening now. He just came home. It's just like a lot of returning citizens. They're coming home, and they're just going through so much, and this is transition, and they're trying to get themselves together. They're doing a whole lot, and trying to give back to the communities. And just a lot of people, because I'm definitely not leaving nobody out. And I know I don't have that much time, but I definitely look forward to coming back on, and just like I'm telling you, because it's on and up from here.
There you go. Stardom Magazine. It's Vonetta Jordan, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you on the rise to stardom? Well, get featured in the next issue of Stardom101 Magazine and promote your business or products today. Text MAG to 804-550-8647 or visit stardom101mag.net.
You're listening to the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast with Christopher Boykin. Be sure to subscribe and download this episode, and continue to listen to Stardom on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.